Sky News Live.
Pete, welcome to Money Exchange. You were the man that encouraged me all those years ago to educate myself and learn to look after my own money, and I must say it's totally changed my life. We're a number of years on from the global financial crisis now. We're here in London, and it seems as though that there's a groundswell of people around the world wanting to now look after their own money and manage it. Why is that?
Well, very understandable. I mean, you mentioned the GFC. Since that date, you've seen worldwide interest down. I mean, 1%. How would you like to survive on that? So people need to look at alternatives now that interest rates are at such record low levels. They need to possibly look at leveraged investment. They need to look at equities. What do you need if you're going to get into that? Hey, is this risky? Yeah, but only if you're not educated, only if you're not aware of how to manage risk. Key to this.
And Pete, I often hear from people that are excited about learning to look after their own money. They have one major problem, a fear of failure. What would you say to those folks that want to look after their own money but they just don't trust themselves to do it?
Okay, key thing is be educated. Learn to look after your own money. This is not difficult. This is not brain surgery. There's some very basic things. I mentioned a moment ago risk. What is failure? Failure is losing your money, the risk of losing your money. Manage your risk. And there's just a number of very straightforward, non-complicated ways you can do that. It's essential you know how to manage risk.
So you're the chairman of LTG GoldRock, an online financial education company that's been given some nice awards here in London and grown over the last 8 years to have about 3,500 clients now, I think. What makes LTG GoldRock uniquely different to other financial educators?
Okay, may sound a little trite, but we do care about our clients. Our number one priority is looking after your client. If you look after your client will recommend you. I mean, a significant growth in our business comes from a referral. People only refer you if they're happy with what they've got. We run annual trader conferences, 500 clients come to that. We do insider reports daily, advising people on likely trades, market trends. It's information flow from us to an educated client base that gives us a very material edge.
And what's a realistic outcome for someone watching the program right now thinking, hey, I'd love to learn to look after my own money? What's the realistic process in terms of a time frame for me to be able to look after it in a way to get a genuine, realistic, meaningful return on investment? Is it years? Is it months? What is it?
No, I think 6 to 12 months is realistic, very realistic. I mean, I'm not talking about going to university for a four-year degree in science. I'm talking about 6 to 12 months concerted effort, going through all our learning modules, attending our seminars, coming to our training, so that 6 to 12 months you will be a person of competence. You understand the market, you understand the alternatives, you understand the risks, and you're competent to look after your own funds within your own risk profile. We've all got different risk profiles, and somebody who's essentially a strongly conservative person should not be trading foreign exchange. Somebody who is more accommodating of risk, yeah, a leveraged investment can be very rewarding, but it's a combination of risk profile, education, and applying the risk management to your profile.
Pete, none of us are naive enough as traders to expect that everyone can have enormous success. But over the years, you've been trading for a long time, you've been involved in broking businesses as well as private trading, and now, of course, a very successful education business. What makes a great trader? What are some of the traits that great traders have?
Really simple. This is really simple. Hard to apply, but very simple. And that is controlling emotion. You see, when people make an investment, they want a return. Gets profitable? Gee, that's exciting. Goes into a loss? Very depressing. So what you'll find the psychology that you have to guard against is that fear of loss, executing a loss too early, only to see the market then go up and make a profit. What do you think that does to the mental strain of the trader? So it's a process of moderation in attitude, being able to follow a trading plan whereby you take an agreed risk. If it goes against you, you accept that risk. At the end of the day, we're only going up or down. It's a 50-50 chance, right? So if you win 6 out of 10, answer is you're making good money.
Pete, after all these years, you clearly still have a lot of passion for the financial markets. Do you need to be passionate to be a successful private investor, or can you invest passively and still get a higher than average investment return?
Well, I wouldn't say that you need passion, but you need application, you need knowledge, You need to know what you're doing. Now, if you know what you're doing and you apply some very basic principles, you achieve success. Now, what's success in today's market environment? If you're getting a 10% per annum return, that's a very, very good return. Don't look for 20, don't look for 30. To get that, you're starting to get into realms of high risk. Be content with 10, 12%. It's not bad when the bank's giving you 2.
So I've been here in London now for a few days talking to some traders and economists. I wanted to find out what the big themes were in the currency markets. And the one big theme I'm hearing right now is being short the euro, with stimulus expected from the European Central Bank in the coming weeks. The other central bank that economists and traders are expecting to loosen monetary policy is Japan, with a weaker yen coming in the next 3 to 6 months. On top of that, emerging markets is the next major big theme for 2016. And of course, a weaker China. On top of that, the US dollar to climb against a currency that we're hearing more about right now, and that's the Canadian dollar, with a new government and an election that's just happened. Now it's time for our currency quiz question of the week. And as we are here in London, I thought it would be appropriate that you had a question about the British pound. Now, for $500, all you need to do is go to moneyexchangetv.com and be the first to answer the following question. And if you get it correct, you win $500 cash. Now, here in the UK, they use the pound. They have a pound coin, a £1 coin, and a £2 coin. Our currency quiz question of the week this week is, which one is bigger? The £1 coin or the £2 coin? If you're the first person to go to moneyexchangetv.com and put in the right answer, you'll win $500 cash. That's moneyexchangetv.com. Well, that's all we've got time for here in London this week. I hope you've enjoyed the show. We've certainly loved bringing it to you from the currency capital of the world. I'll look forward to your company again next week when we return back to Australia. Until then, happy trading.